So hello everyone and I welcome you all to APJ Academy where we are nurturing the young minds to become doctor and engineers just like you will become doctor and engineers in the near future. And in today's class we are going to study about the electrostatic. And what is electrostatic? Basically electrostatic is the study of charges when the charges is at rest but still the charges are at rest but still producing many physical phenomena which we have to study in this lecture. So, are you seeing a tap water running here? And what if I am bringing a charged object near to it? Will this water attract or repel? This water will attract towards the charged object. What if I am bringing the negative charge? Will it always attract or will it attract or repel? We will find out the answer in today's class. Or if you know the answer, you can give me the answers in the chat. Will it always attract? The question is, will it always attract? Or it depends upon the charge on the object, whether it is positive or negative, then only it will attract. This is the question. If you know the answer, then please let me know in the chat. Yes. Okay. But before we proceed in today's class, because we are going to find out the answers in our class only, but before we proceed in today's class, I want to know the quality of broadcast. If everything fine, you can mark it as 10. If you are feeling that there is some issues, then you can mark accordingly. Myself, Manoj Kumar, I'll be taking physics on APJ Academy, and previously I was associated with many renowned coaching institutes online and offline, so I better know कि भाई कहाँ पर बच्चों को आती है दिक्कत, और आपका पूरा साथ देने के लिए APJ Academy पर हम आ गए हैं. I guided more than lakhs of students और अभी पढ़ रहे हैं वो IITs में, बढ़िया बढ़िया MNCs में जॉब कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. और आज मैं आपको एक बहुत ही बढ़िया खबर दे रहा हूं that there is enormous discount running on APJ Academy, that now you can access our full paid course at ₹490 only. So you are getting 1 month complete access at ₹490 only. So this is first time in the history that we are providing such an enormous discount just for you guys. So please do not miss this opportunity and get this information. The link is in the description. Now, so where to start the topic electric charges and field? कहां से start करें एक ऐसा topic electric charges and field जो हमारे नीट के लिए भी काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. It is very important for our NEET and JEE exam. And आज यहां पर हम JEE एग्जाम के लिए पढ़ रहे हैं, तो हम JEE मेंस JEE एडवांस तक की बातें करेंगे यहां पर, ठीक है. बिल्कुल फोड़ देना है. तो मैं बहुत ही बेसिक से चीजें स्टार्ट करूंगा, and if you feel any doubt you can write in the comment. Right? How to enroll? Nara, there is link. नीचे लिंक है APJ Academy. You can join our Telegram channel. ठीक है, और आप मुझे मैसेज कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. माई टेलीग्राम आईडीज या टेलीग्राम पर आपको मैसेज कर देना, आपको मिल जाएगा, ठीक है. चलिए अब हम बात करते हैं. आई एम स्टार्टिंग इट फ्रॉम वेरी बेसिक्स थिंग. वेरी बेसिक्स, बहुत ही बेसिक से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. चैप्टर 1 ऑफ क्लास 12. वेरी बेसिक थिंग. इमेजिन दैट वी आर ऑन अर्थ, राइट. वी नो दैट भाई अर्थ पर ही है सर. इमेजिन दैट देयर इज साइंटिस्ट, और एक साइंटिस्ट को क्या चीज दिखती है दुनिया में? What usually the scientists see in this universe? क्या दिखता है साइंटिस्ट को? आप बहुत ही जनरलाइज चीजें देखेंगे तो साइंटिस्ट को सिर्फ दो ही चीजें दिखती हैं. साइंटिस्ट कैन ओनली सी टू थिंग्स ओनली इन दिस यूनिवर्स. What are these two things? These two things are first of all matter, and the other thing is energy. And these two are also interrelated, right? Einstein gave us the equation that matter and energies are interrelated with E is equals to mc square, that we will study in the future classes. So we can only see these two things, and as you know that matter is nothing but it means that anything that has mass and occupies space, we term this as matter, right? And matter is made up of atoms. An atom still consists some subatomic particles. भाई atoms के अंदर भी बहुत सारे subatomic particles हमारे पास होते हैं. अरे ये क्या चल रहा है, ये तो एक के अंदर एक आए जा रहे हैं. बट हमारे सिलेबस में, जेई एडवांस तक के सिलेबस में, हम ये मान के चलेंगे कि देयर आर ओनली 3 पार्टिकल्स एग्जिस्ट, ओनली 3 सबएटॉमिक पार्टिकल एग्जिस्ट. और इतनी ही इंफॉर्मेशन से हमारा हो जाएगा काम बिल्कुल बहुत ही बढ़िया. एंड यू विल गेट सिलेक्टेड इन द आईआईटीज. आप इधर उधर जाएंगे, इधर उधर की इंफॉर्मेशन इकट्ठा करेंगे, तो वो आपका टाइम वेस्ट करेगा. सो यू हैव टू लिमिट योर रिसोर्सेज. दिस थिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट? So how many charges we have, how many subatomic particles we have? Protons, electrons and neutrons. So these are the subatomic particles which we are having, right, in our course. And proton, electron and neutron. So you can say that matter is basically made up of pen. Matter is basically made up of pen. What is this pen? Pen is subatomic particles, protons, electrons and neutrons, right? And if I'll talk about the charge, on proton, then the charge on proton is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. The charge on electron is also 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. This charge is positive, this charge is negative, right? In case of neutral, there is no charge. एंड जिस पर कोई चार्ज नहीं उसकी कोई बात नहीं. यानी वी विल नॉट टॉक अबाउट दिस न्यूट्रॉन इन आवर कोर्स, राइट? बिकॉज कुछ है ही नहीं. वी विल ओनली टॉक अबाउट न्यूट्रॉन व्हेन वी हैव टू डील विद द ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स. ठीक है, मास वगैरह निकालने के लिए हम इसका यूज करेंगे. और अभी यहां पर इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक में इसका कुछ भी काम नहीं रहेगा हमारे लिए. देन वी विल मूव फॉरवर्ड विद द मास. तो जो मास होता है हमारे पास प्रोटॉन का, इट इज इक्विवेलेंट टू 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Right, guys? And whenever you are joining any online class, please remember one thing, कि आप ज्यादा देर तक ऑनलाइन क्लास तभी अटेंड कर सकते हैं जब आप चैट में एक्टिव रहेंगे. अदरवाइज दिक्कत हो जाती है. और सावधानी हटी और दुर्घटना घटी. ठीक है, जो हमारे पास इसका मास होता है that is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27. The mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. And the mass of neutron is 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. So these are minute details that you must remember in your class, right? I think that these things are clear to you. That matter is basically made up of atoms. Atoms are made up of subatomic particles, and subatomic particles properties are these. So can I say that charge is an intrinsic property of matter? Every matter has some charge. Can I say yes or no? Please say yes or no. Can I say that charge is itself an intrinsic property of matter? It's already there. It's nothing new. It's already there. Just it's मतलब हमें सिर्फ वो तभी फील होता है जब when there is some imbalance that we will study in this chapter. Is it clear, Nara, Srinivasan, Akshat? So we are having here matter, energy, mass plus space, atom, subatomic particles, and these things are clear to you. Then we can move forward. We can move forward with the structure of atom. I am taking the structure as given by the Niels Bohr, and as per the structure given by the Niels Bohr, it's like we have a nucleus where we will be having some nucleons. Nucleons means it is a combination of protons and neutrons only. So we have nucleons in the nucleus living here, and we have certain orbits in which electrons are revolving. Right? We are having certain orbits in which some electrons are revolving. Right? So this is the structure of atom, and according to this structure, the nucleons or in the nucleus, Nucleons are held by nuclear force. तो न्यूक्लियर फोर्स इज द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट फोर्स. तो यहां से चार्जेस को निकाल पाना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू गेट द प्रोटॉन्स एंड न्यूट्रॉन्स आउट फ्रॉम द न्यूक्लियस बिकॉज इट इज दे आर हेल्ड बाय strong nuclear force, right? So it is very much difficult. It's like that when you paste something using the feviquick, it is very difficult to get it detached, right? And what if you pasted something using some chewing gum or using some very low grade what you will say fevistick or something, then you can easily remove that off, right? So here we are having a strong nuclear force. So these protons and neutrons will be very difficult to get detached from the atom. And these electrons are very easy. मतलब इस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को तो भाई ऐसे ही हिला दो आप, हल्का सा कुछ मतलब कहोगे चुन्नू मुन्नू चलो और ये चुन्नू मुन्नू चल देगा. सो दीज आर वेरी इजी टू रिमूव. So basically we can say that the charge on an object can only come by two methods. First, by gaining electron, right, or by losing electron. These are the only two things that can happen. Okay? An atom or if I say atom or matter, keep it same, right? So a matter can either gain electrons or an matter can lose the electrons. So if matter is gaining the electron, then it will produce negative charge. It will produce negative charge. This is the first point. The second point, its weight will be more. Its weight will be more. And when I am saying that, it is losing its electron. When the matter is losing its electron, it will give me the positive charge, right? Its weight will be less. So why weight is decreasing or increasing? Why weight is increasing or decreasing? Because each electron has its own weight, right? 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. So even if one electron is losing, that means I am losing this much mass, right? Like you can imagine that if you are calculating my weight, right? You are calculating my weight. Even if I trim my beard, there will be a significant loss in my mass, isn't it? If I trim my hair, there will be a significant decrease in my mass. Similarly, here, when an electron is loosed by matter, there will be a significant decrease, right? When they are losing the electrons, there will be a significant decrease in its weight. Is it everything clear? Akbar, Nara, Akshat, if everything clear, if these things are clear to you, then we can move forward. Please do let me know. You can use the smileys, you can use your chat. This is very important. You can use the smileys, you can use the chat. Is it all clear? Yes, okay. Now इसको भी कर देते हैं छोटा. सबको ये हमने बता दिया. This is what I already told you. Are you all comfortable with English or shall I move to Hindi as well? Or are you fine with this English and Hindi mix? Okay, now or I am removing this thing. Next topic is quantization of charge. Quantization of charge. So basically, imagine I'm giving you some examples. Okay, it's a raw example, means you I do not want you to write anything. Imagine that if I am having a bag, imagine that if I am having a bag that is full of balls, full of cricket balls, like here I am having cricket ball, right? Now this cricket ball will be having some mass, right? It will be around 150 to 160 gram, that are generally a cricket ball has. So if I am having a bag that contains ball that is having its mass m, so there will be m mass, and I am having one weighing scale here, right? And here I am having some utensil where I'll keep this ball. Now one person comes and he removes the ball from here and transfer this ball to here, and here I'll be having one weight, right? If I removed one ball here to here, then I'll be getting mass as m, right? One ball mass is m, and if a person removes one ball from this bag and weight it on this machine, then the weight will be m, right? What will happen that if he transfers n balls? What will happen if he transfers n balls? So if he transfers n balls, then the weight will be, total weight, then total weight will be nm, right? So quantization of charge says that if I am having a ball, right, and if I am having one ball, the mass of one ball is m, and if I am transferring these balls and I am weighing these balls at one container, so their mass, total mass will be nm, where n is the number of balls, where n is the number of balls and m is the mass. N is the number of balls and m is the mass. So similarly, this is the example, this is a raw example, right? Similarly, what we have different matters like body 1 and body 2. These are nothing but matter, right? Similarly, we are having two bodies, body 1 and body 2. Now imagine that one body is losing some charge. So there is transfer of charge happening here. So what does usually transfers? The transfer is only for, I can say that transfer is only for electron, right? Only electrons can transfer from one body to another, and that is due to the transfer of electrons only the charge will come. Is this thing fine? Only due to the transfer of electrons the charges will come, right? So I can say that if this body is gaining some electrons, then this body will be negatively charged, and this body is losing the charges, then it will be, this body will be having positive charge, and the total charge will be Q is equals to Ne, where N is the number of charges. So this is the quantization of charge. This is the quantization of charge what we have. Now I'll explain you this formula a little bit in detail. First, you have to remember that quantization of charge is nothing but Q is equals to Ne, where we have fixed that the transfer must be in terms of electrons. So I can either transfer 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron. It won't be 1.5 electron. It won't be 3 by 2 electrons, right? It couldn't be a fractional value. I hope that this thing is clear to you. If these things are clear to you, then please post some emojis, post some comments. These are very important. If these things are clear to you, I am going to tell you that which types of questions might come in your exam and which types of questions are very important. for you. If this thing is clear, I'm moving this board to the left side so that we can proceed. Further. Okay. Imagine I'll be teaching you in a type-wise manner because we are starting a very new course. So I'm hoping that you do not know anything. So I'll be teaching you in such a manner that you will be able to grasp it very quickly, right? So the type 1 questions is like this. Imagine that if I am having a atom sodium, so sodium atomic number is 11 and its mass number is 23, right? This is mass number. If I am telling you that this is the element X, this is the atomic number and this is the mass number. So this is atomic mass and this is mass number and this is the element which we are having, right? So here what we are having, I'm having one element sodium, its atomic number is 11, its mass number is 23. Then can you tell me that how many protons does it has? How many protons this sodium has? Please do let me know. Okay, somebody is saying that these are the number of protons only. So the protons will be 11, and if this thing is neutral, then the electrons will be 11, right? So the charge, positive charge. So the positive charge on this, I can say this as Q plus, will be equals to 11 times, because protons are here. So I can say that PE, right? I can write this 11 into the charge on electron. The charge on one electron is equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. This is what I already told you. So the charge on electron and protons are same. And if sodium is having 11 protons, then the positive charge will be 11 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Is it fine? I can multiply this number. It will be 17.6, right? So into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So this will be the positive charge it will be having. Then the negative charge, what will be the negative charge on sodium? It will be Q minus. The negative charge will also be same. Since there are 11 electrons, so it will be 11.1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. It will be 17.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So these are the positive and negative charges, and as you can see that there will be equal amount of positive and equal amount of negative charge. So the net charge, Q net, which is Q plus Q minus, is equals to 0. And this is what we already know, isn't it? So this is the type 1 questions which we generally have in our questions, in our assignments, in our DPPs. We will be having this. Now, I'm keeping this here only. Now, I'm giving you one more example. Imagine that if I am having another, what if I am having sodium plus? So this is cation, and we know that from the chemistry that it is having the plus charge. And sir, how to calculate this plus charge? What will be the total plus charge this sodium charge is having? Okay, when APJ Academy is here, you do not need to take any tension. So sodium Na plus, I can see that the proton will remain same, right? The proton will remain same, it will be 11. But what will happen to the electron? Electron will reduce by 10, because only by losing the electrons, this is becoming the, right? Only by losing the electrons only, it is gaining this charge, right? Na plus. So the positive charge, I can say Q plus will be equals to 17.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb, but Q minus will be 10 into, so 10 will be 16.1 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So I can say that Qnet will be equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. How many of you get this? Is it clear, my dear? This is the first types of question based on the quantization of charge. If this thing is clear to you, we can move forward to the next part. Similarly, there is one homework for you. Can you find charge on chlorine minus? Can you find charge on chlorine minus? It will be similar like this. Right? Please write something. Please write something. This is very important. If you do not write in the comment box, then we do not feel like I'm teaching you. It feels like I'm recording the lectures. So when you all are here, you have to please respond it to, right? So it will be an one-to-one session, like it will be a very interactive session when you are replying to me. So this is the type 1 which we are considering, right? Okay. Now I'm shifting this whole thing to the left, and I'm moving towards the next part, which is type 2. So this is the type 1 which we are having. Next one is type 2. Type 2, this is about atoms, this is about molecules. So imagine that if I am having some volume, or if I am having some imagine that if I am having H2O with me, right? This is the molecule. So how many protons, electrons does it have? So you will be saying, sir, basically this contains 2 hydrogen. So it will be 2 hydrogen and plus 1 oxygen, right? So hydrogen means 1H. That means there is 1 proton in hydrogen, and oxygen configuration is 816. So that means oxygen contains 8 protons, right? And if these things are neutral, then both electrons and neutrons are same, right? So I am having 2 protons from 2 molecules, 2 atoms of hydrogen, and I am having 8 protons from 1 atom of oxygen. So I'll be having 10 protons and 10 electrons. How many of you are able to understand this? Is it clear? So for 1 molecule, I am having this charge. And if I am saying you that if I am having 250 gram of water, some of you might be saying, sir, you have to take this in liter. But I am saying that it doesn't matter. What if I am saying that we are having 250 gram of water? If we are having 250 gram of water, then there will be multiple molecules, and I have to find out positive charge here. What will be the positive charge here? Right? So how I can find out the positive charge in 250 gram of water? Okay. So what you have to do is just keep your focus here. As we know that finding the charge is very simple. Just we have to use one formula, which is nothing but Q is equals to NE. So we are having one formula, Q is equals to NE. Now this E is fixed, 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Now due to the very large number of molecules coming here, so this N will get changed. So this N will be equals to the number of protons that one molecules consists, that means 10, into number of molecules that we are having in this 250 gram of water. How many of you are able to understand this formula? From this to this. And number of molecules we can easily find out using that this will be an Avogadro's number into number of moles into E, right? This will be 10 into Na into number of moles is given mass by molar mass. Given mass by molar mass into E. So this is what we have to do to find out the positive charge in this. Given mass is 250 gram, molar mass is 18 if we find out the molar mass of H2O. Avogadro's number, I think that you probably know, it is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So you can put all these values and you will be able to find out the answer. I hope these things are clear to you. So this is the type 2 what we are having, right? Is this thing clear to you? And for the type 3, we will wait for our Coulomb's law questions, because in Coulomb's law only we will be dealing with that, right? So now I am moving with the next part, which is Coulomb's law. Shall I move? I hope that this thing is clear. Okay, I'm moving forward. So now we have to learn about the Coulomb's law. Coulomb's, it is a fantastic scientist, and he gave a very fantastic formula. He just copied down the gravitational formula and applied this formula in the charges, right? So basically, many a time you will find that we will be comparing the gravitational formula with this Coulomb's formula. So Coulomb's law. What is this Coulomb's law? He says that if you keep two charges, Q1 and Q2, and separate them by distance r, and if you are keeping them in air or vacuum, then there will be force. It might be the attractive force, it might be the repulsive force, it might be attraction, it might be repulsion, right? But the magnitude by which it will attract or repel will be K Q1 Q2 divided by r square. So this will be the magnitude. And if we have to apply the direction, then we will keep this r vector only for the direction, right? It will be a unit direction. So this is the formula what we are having. So here, my dear, the value of K is 9 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. So this is what we are having here, right? K is equals to 9 into 10 to the power of 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square, right? This K is also dependent upon the units which we are choosing. It also depends upon the medium in which we are keeping this setup. So K is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. K is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and here epsilon naught is permittivity of free space. Permittivity of free space. What is this permittivity? Permittivity means permission. It is like either your parents or your means life partner or anyone is giving you the permission for the attraction or repulsion or not, right? So epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space, and there is value of epsilon naught. Sorry, the value of epsilon naught is 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12. And what will be the unit? It will be opposite to that, Coulomb square per Newton meter square we will be having. So this is the unit which we are having here, right? So Coulomb's law is this only. There is one important thing which you have to keep in your mind, that this term is relative permittivity. Relative permittivity means epsilon m means the permittivity of medium upon permittivity of air, right? So this is also the electric constant. So it will also be a electric constant. And from here we will be finding some very important, you'll be finding very important relation which you will apply, right? Imagine that if I am transferring this setup to some medium, I am transferring this setup Q1, Q2, when I am keeping this thing in the air and I am transferring this whole setup in some another medium, then what will happen? What will happen? And now you will be saying, sir, the only thing that will be changed is the epsilon naught, right? The only thing that will be changed is epsilon naught. It will be changed by epsilon m. So I can say that F medium will be equals to F air upon electric constant. So this formula is also very important, right? This formula is very important for you whenever you are transferring the whole setup from one medium to another medium. This will be the force, right? So write it down. This point is also very important. And here some note for you. Here some note for you. I think that is visible. No, I'm changing the color. So here we are having some note. If force is less than 0, please give me the answer. If force is less than 0, will it be attractive or repulsive force? You already know. Will it be attractive or repulsive force? Positive charges repel each other. Negative charges repel each other. Like charges repel each other. Unlike charges attract each other, right? So if I am saying that my force is coming out to be negative, right? That means if F is less than 0, my force is coming out to be negative, then what will happen? What will happen if my force is less than 0, it is negative, then what will happen? Will it be attractive force or will it be repulsive force? Epsilon naught in other medium. Epsilon naught means itself means that this is the value in the air or vacuum, right? So in other medium we have to find out the epsilon m, the medium, right? So there we will be having some value of dielectric constant or the relative permittivity will be given to us as per the question. Only then we will be able to find out the epsilon m. Epsilon naught is fixed, epsilon m is not fixed. I am saying that, Rajat Srivastav, I am saying that if force is less than 0 or it is coming negative, then it will be an attractive force. And when I am saying that force is greater than 0 or I am getting the positive force, I am getting the result positive, then it will be a repulsive force. Right? There will be a repulsive force, right? Before we move forward, I'll be asking you some questions, very basic questions, right? Before we move towards the real practical questions, I want some very basic questions from you. We will be moving towards the Coulomb's law numerical, and these are the books which we will be covering in our first shot. So it's NCERT exemplar HC Verma, and then we will be covering the JEE previous year questions, NEET previous year question, and some other major parts, right? The numerical patterns, if we will see numericals here also in the pattern wise manner. So first pattern will be linear, means you will be getting some charges arranged in a linear manner. पूरी line लग जाएगी एक, ठीक है? There will be a very big line, and we have to find out the forces. There will be infinite charges. We will be using some arithmetic progression or the geometric progression to find out our answers here. Then there will be a 2D plane. It might be that the charges will make triangle, rectangle, squares, and many other shapes it will form. Then there will be a vector or 3D questions that might come in your exam, right? So here, I hope that this slide is visible to you and it feels okay to you. Is it? Right? So we are having that force between two charges will be Fk Q1 Q2 by R square, right? I'm asking you one question. Imagine that if I'm having two charges here, just imagine I'm having two balls. The charge here is Q1, the charge here is Q2, right? Right? This is positive, this is positive. When these are positive, then only this arrangement can happen. Or if these are negative, then only this arrangement can happen. Because when they repel each other, then only this thing will happen. What will happen? If I am saying that this is on Earth, what will happen if I transfer this to satellite? What will happen? This is the first question which I am asking you. What will happen if I'll take this to the satellite? What will happen? They repel, okay. By how much? The arrangement will look like this, isn't it? It will be in a straight line. It will be in a straight line. How many of you are able to understand this? How many of you will be able to understand this? Why? Now the question is why? Because you are going to be an IITian, right? So you must know and you must feel that what is happening here. If you do not feel, then I'm very harsh to say that you are not fit for the IIT. Medium change. Oh no. Gravity is not there. Because there is no gravity. Because बॉडी पे लगता वेट, उम्र के साथ बढ़ता पेट, है ना भाई? बॉडी पे लगता वेट, उम्र के साथ बढ़ता पेट, आपका क्या होगा भाई? हमेशा नीचे की तरफ ही लगता है. There are two forces acting here. First force is the mg, which is acting here. If I'm saying that this mass is m1, this mass is m2, then the force which is acting here will be m1g. The force which is acting here will be m2g, right? And the electrostatic repulsive force will be here only, right? How many of you are able to understand this? Is it fine? अरे I am going to ask you so many questions and मैं जानता हूं कि भैया आप फंसेंगे, और देखते हैं कि कौन कौन नहीं फंसता है, और जो नहीं फंसा वही IITian बनेगा. दिस इज माई प्रॉमिस टू यू. अगर आपने ये क्वेश्चन सही से आंसर कर दिया और आपने कहीं पहले पढ़ नहीं रखा, ठीक है, तो आपके अंदर है टैलेंट. चलिए मानते हैं कि मेरे पास ये चार्ज है. सिर्फ 3 क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा, सिर्फ 3 क्वेश्चन. Only 3 questions I'll ask. There are 2 charges, Q1 and Q2, right? There are 2 charges, Q1 and Q2, and the mass is M1 and M2. The mass is M1 and M2. The length is L. The length is L here, right? Now, the condition which I am putting here, the condition is, first, Q1 is equals to Q2. Second, M1 is equals to M2, and you have to find out that there will be some angle, right? If these things are separating, there will be angle here. I'm saying that it is alpha, and there will be angle beta, right? This is my case 1. If you answer all my cases correctly, if you answer all my questions correctly, then you are a IITian material. Imagine that the angle here is alpha and angle here is beta. Then what will happen? Tell me. Options for you is, will alpha be equals to beta? Will alpha greater than beta? Will alpha less than beta? Or can't say? Simple. Simple. Tell me. Very simple. Very simple. Very simple. Yes, 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 Akshat. Please, please. Conditions are already written here. जल्दी बताइए भाई, जल्दी। केस 3 मैंने सारे बना दिए आपके लिए। जल्दी, डू लेट मी नो दैट व्हाट विल बी द एंगल हियर। कुछ नहीं करना अभी, कैलकुलेशन कुछ नहीं करनी हमें। हमें पता है कि पॉजिटिव पॉजिटिव चार्जेस हैं, कोई कैलकुलेशन नहीं है। देयर इज नो कैलकुलेशन इन्वॉल्व इन दिस क्वेश्चन, ओनली द कॉन्सेप्ट, एंड द कॉन्सेप्ट इज यू नो दैट like charges repel each other, unlike charges attract each other. This is the only thing, and this is how you have to solve this. Akshat is saying a, okay. A is for case 1, right? A is for case 1, okay. I'll explain you all these cases. This is the correct answer for the case 2. And what will be the for case 2? Case 2 के लिए क्या होगा हमारे पास? अल्फा और बीटा क्या होंगे, जल्दी बताइए। What will be the value of alpha and beta for case 2? केस 2 के लिए बी, केस 2 के लिए भी यही है, केस 2 के लिए भी यही है। अल्फा विल बी इक्वल्स टू बीटा ओनली। नाउ सम ऑफ यू माइट बी सेइंग सर व्हाई? अरे भाई, यू हैव टू थिंक इन टर्म्स ऑफ फोर्सेस। अगर दिल से सोचा तो दिल से नहीं सोच पाएंगे। यू हैव टू थिंक इन टर्म्स ऑफ फॉर्मूला। If you are able to think in terms of formula, then only you will be able to crack the exam, biggest and toughest exam in India, which is JEE. Here you do not have to think from here, you have to think from here, right? देखिए, quantitative data aptitude बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है। क्यों जरूरी है? Because you have to understand here that why these angles are formed. Why these angles are formed? So these angles are basically formed due to the forces which is acting downward, right? So when this gravitational force are same, right? This gravitational force which is acting on both these objects are same. Is it same or not? Please tell me. The vertical forces acting on both these bodies are same or not? Right? It's mg only, right? So vertical forces acting on this is same. What about the horizontal forces? Are they same? Yes, they are same. Why same? Why same? Because we know that F is equals to K, F is equals to K, Q1, Q2 by R square. Even if I increase one charge, even if I increase one charge, the product will increase, right? So even if this charge is greater than this charge, the force is equal. How many of you are able to understand? Please do let me know. Are horizontal forces equal? अरे हॉरिजॉन्टल फोर्सेस इक्वल है, यस। वर्टिकल फोर्सेस इक्वल है, यस। तो अल्फा इज इक्वल टू बीटा आना चाहिए। यहां बताइए, हॉरिजॉन्टल फोर्सेस इक्वल है, यस। वर्टिकल फोर्सेस इक्वल है, यस। तो अल्फा बीटा इक्वल आना चाहिए। नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज केस 3. आई एक्सप्लेन यू द कॉन्सेप्ट. आई नो दैट सम ऑफ यू माइट फेल हियर, राइट? बट आफ्टर एक्सप्लेनिंग द कॉन्सेप्ट, will you able to crack this question? This is the question. Case 3, case 3. Please do let me know that what will happen in case 3. I explained you. Now you have these options. You have 4 options. Now please do let me know that what is the answer of case 3. Here M2 is greater than M1, Q1 is greater than Q2. Rajat Srivastav, you have to think from your brain, right? You have to think from your brain. And if you are liking this session, please hit the like button and please share this with your friend, because this is very important. When we are providing the free classes to you, this is your responsibility that please share this with your friend, because we are not earning anything from this video, right? The only thing which we are earning is your support. So if you do not support us, then what will happen? We will not able to continue these classes, right? So I want you all that please, if you are liking this session, you want more sessions like this, you have to share this with your friend, and please let them come in the class and let them decide that whether they will learn from here or not. But this is very important for us. Please let me know. अरे बताओ भाई, ये तो बचा है. अब नाउ यू विल बी थिंकिंग दैट, अरे बताओ भाई, सबसे पहले बात करते हैं हॉरिजॉन्टल फोर्सेस बराबर है. प्लीज डू लेट मी नो. You have to think only in terms of formula. You have to only think in terms of formulas and forces. Are horizontal forces equal? Yes, sir. Horizontal forces are equal, because these are the only forces which are acting, and these will be equal. Are vertical forces equal? You'll be saying no, sir. Vertical forces are not equal. Why? Because sir, the mass of this object is more. Then this will be heavy. This will be very heavy. This will be less heavy, right? And I always tell you that in physics, especially in physics, if you do not have any plan, right? If you do not have any plan, just search for the extreme ends and you will get the answer. This is the Brahmastra that you are having. If you do not have any plan that how you are going to oppose, that how you are going to approach the questions, you have just one option. You have just one option, that is search for the extreme end. Imagine that this is having very large mass. Then what will happen? Only this will goes up, right? Are you getting it or not? Imagine that I am having here two pith balls. Imagine that these are the pith balls. I am having my headset connecting here, and imagine, oh, this happens every time whenever I am giving the examples. Imagine that I am attaching one heavy mass here, then what will happen? Actually, these are having some magnets, so they will attract only. But imagine that if I am having heavy mass here, so this will goes up, right? So what will happen? Now, I hope that you can now give the answer. Give me the answer. Yes, alpha will be greater than beta. So I hope that this thing is very clear to you, that how you are going to solve these types of questions, right? Is this thing clear to you? Do let me know. Is this thing clear to you? APJ Academy is bringing you very best content from the country, right? Then we are moving forward. Now, imagine we are having plus Q1 charge here, and imagine that I am having minus Q2 charge here, and I am connecting these two charges, right? And they are separated by a distance r. When they are separated by a distance r, then what will happen? Please see, if I am having plus Q1 charge here and I am having minus Q2 charge here, I am having one approach. One single approach will help you to solve any types of questions, and you have to imagine these questions. Initially, you have to follow this approach, and soon you will be becoming the master of the concept, and you will be solving these questions in a minute, right? It won't take few seconds, and you will be able to crack these questions, these types of questions. The approach is very simple. The approach is very simple. It is RIN. You must have seen the ad of RIN, rinse soap, right? So here, whenever you have some difficulties in solving the questions or numericals related to physics, you have to apply this concept. The RIN stands for, R stands for reach on the spot. R stands for reach on the spot, means you have to reach there where you have to get the data. The I stands for you have to find out the individual information or the individual data, information or data. This is very important. So imagine that if I am having this arrangement I am having, right? If I'll go there, I'll stand in between, I'll stand at point A, and I'll imagine that there will be a plus Q charge here. Then what will happen to this plus Q charge from this charge? What will happen to this plus Q charge from this charge? It will repel here, right? Plus will repel. So there will be one force acting on this, which will be F1, and that will be towards the right side. How many of you are able to understand this? Plus will repel, and at Q there will be a force that is repelling. Is it? And due to this minus Q2 charge, there will be one F2 force also acts, and that too will be only in this direction. Why? Because positive and negative charge attract each other. So this will attract towards this negative charge. अरे होगा कि नहीं होगा? You will be attracting towards the beautiful lady, or you will be attracted towards the person who are having six-pack abs. I am having the family pack. I'm having the family pack. Arey, will it happen or not? Right? So now, can you say that in this region, will there be force 0? Can there be force 0 in this region? No. The force can't be equals to 0 in this region. Why? Because direction will be same. Arey, direction same hai to they won't cancel, right? They will add. They won't cancel. Now, some of you might say that, sir, why you take positive charge? What if negative charge will come? Okay, take negative charge. What I am doing is I am reaching there, I am finding out the information, and third thing what I am giving, I am calculating the net effect. These are the 3 steps which I am doing currently. As you are the starters, you have to know these things, and when you regularly apply these things, you will become the master in this, right? You will become master in this. Now, if this thing is negative charge, then what will happen? This Q1 will attract, right? This Q1 will say, come to me, baby. And this negative charge will go here. And this minus Q2 will kick. This will kick, right? And this will, when this apply one kick here, this will go here, right? Similarly, the forces are in same direction. The forces are in same direction. It won't cancel out. So force cannot be equals to 0. So sir, force 0 आएगी नहीं इधर क्या? So, is there any reason where the force can't be equals to 0? So force will be equals to 0 on the side where the charge is small. Now we have to consider, let if I'll consider that Q1 is greater than Q2, this is region 1, region 2, region 3. If Q1 is greater than Q2, means this is greater, this is smaller, then magnitude wise I am saying, then F is equals to 0 in region 3, right? And if Q1 is less than Q2, then F is equals to 0 in region 1. I hope that this thing is clear to you. Right, my buddy, is this thing clear to you? Now similarly you can think of what? Plus Q1 plus Q2. Now here imagine Now here imagine, let if you are standing here and if you are having the plus charge, will there be, yes irrespective of charge, will there be force equals to 0? क्या बीच में अब 0 force हो सकती है? If these two charges are same, positive or negative, can there be force equals to 0? Please do let me know. Jaldi. Yes, force can be equals to 0. Here force can be equals to 0 because this charge will repel and this charge will repel, right? Here force can be equals to 0. And shortcut trick to find out. Shortcut trick to find out. IITN trick. भाई IITN trick लगानी है और काम कर लेना है ना. You have to apply the IITN trick and you will get the answer. So where will be the location where the force will be equals to 0? So कहां पर होगी हमारी force 0? So force will be equals to 0. वो लोकेशन अगर आपको निकालनी है, just you have to do one thing. Q1 by Q2 is equals to R1 by R2. This is the only thing which you know. Q1 by Q2 is equals to R1 by R2. Q1 here, distance from Q1 to the null point is R1. Distance from Q2 to the null point is R2. Right? And here, if I am keeping null point here, right, distance from Q1 is R1. Distance from Q2 is R2. So the formula will remain same. You have to remember this concept to apply this concept, right? Is it clear? We will use this technique in the future classes. When I'll come, I'll teach this, at how to use this. Array, is it clear? These two examples are clear. These two examples are basics. If we have to go and we have to solve the numericals, right? The other basic thing is, if we are having two forces and they are acting separately and there is an angle difference between them, there is an angle difference of theta, then we have to calculate the net force, and the net force can be calculated by using the formula F1 square F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. This is the resultant vector which we will get. Okay, this will be the resultant vector which we will get, and that is the angle alpha. Tan alpha will be equals to F2 sin theta, F2 cos theta plus F1. So this is very important, right? So these are the only things which we must know, and now we are going towards the question part. Rajat. Rajat Srivastav, you are from Mumbai, right? Okay. I was also in the Mumbai. I used to live in Thane. Right? I used to live in Thane. I live in Navi Mumbai as well. So these are some questions from NCRT. That is homework for you. This is from HC Verma, page number 114. This is NCRT exemplar question. This is NCRT, NCRT. And I always say, please subscribe our Telegram channel if you haven't, right? And these are the homework for you. आज हमने इतना काम किया है, next class में हम और काम करेंगे. I always said that winners and losers have same goal. They all have same goal. Even IITians have same goals, right? All students wants to become IITian. Whoever is filling the form of IITian, right? Whoever is filling the form for JEE exam, they want to become IITian. But the only difference between the one who got into the IITs and the one who won't is the process. Either they are following the process to get into the IIT or not. And it's not the goal, ultimate goal. आपका गोल ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि भैया IIT में एडमिशन हो जाए, because it is very tough to live there. It is very tough to survive there. You have to follow the process. If you love the process, to to becoming an IITian. You will love to be in IIT. You have to subscribe this YouTube channel, because on this YouTube channel I am providing you free classes regularly, and there are assignment and DPPs which we are currently giving free of cost to every student, right? So also one information for you, that full year course is coming for all of you. Free study material, personal doubt solving sessions, full length tests, assignment and DPPs with 100% confidence guarantee. Sir, how you can take 100% confidence guarantee? Because we believe every child is unique, right? Every child is unique, you are unique, your friend is unique, and each child have their own personal doubts. And when we solve their personal doubt, they will be able to solve each and every question from our DPPs. They will be able to solve a general textbook which are generally referred, right? So when you solve all these textbooks, when you can solve a previous year question, your confidence will rise to become an IITian. So this is what we are going to, this is what we are providing. You can access the DPPs from the Telegram group which we are having. I am giving you the link of the Telegram group. You can find it in the description as well. Currently, there is one offer is going on. Now, you can get the access, complete access of our JEE and NEET course at rupees 490 only. By paying only 490, you are getting the complete access of our JEE and NEET course for 1 month. So do not miss this offer, because this is the first time we are providing this enormous discount. And these are the details of the full year course which we are providing. Full study material with the complete question bank you are getting. Test series, query solving sessions, lessons, assignment, DPPs, you all getting everything. You do not need to worry. It's better than any other institute. Why? Personal doubt solving session is nowhere else. We are providing it from the teacher who is teaching. No, full year course per month. It's per month. ALT JEE is the Telegram channel which you have to join. There you will get the PDF materials, free classes, the announcement which we are making, the prizes and distributions are also here. So there is scholarship test as well, where you will be getting the scholarship for your courses, right? So the method which we generally use, it is very much different from the other coaching institute, is the flipped classroom method which we are using in our courses. What is this flipped classroom method? In flipped classroom method, basically we have divided our course in 5 parts. First of all, you will be getting a one-shot video that will be covering your theory part. Second thing, you will be getting the study material from us and the question bank. The third thing will be a live webinar session with me or with any other mentors. They will be conducting live webinars, and then there will be homework assigned to you, and we are also checking your homework, because checking the homework is very important, and this is what makes us very different from the other online institute. We are continuously checking your homework. We are continuously giving you more homeworks, more DPPs, such that your capability will improve day by day. This is not given by any other institutes at this price point. They are not giving. And this is the ultimate last slide which I have to tell you, that everyone requires coaching, and it doesn't matter whether you join our coaching or any other coaching, or whether even if you do not join any coaching, you can completely rely on this YouTube channel. I'm providing you many multiple things. You just follow my lectures and just follow what I am telling you. You have to buy 2 books I'm prescribing you. First one is the DC Pandey and the second one is the SC Verma. Initially, you have to solve this. Third thing, you have to buy the previous year questions of JEE, right? These 3 books only you require, and the lectures which I am providing. The coaching basically provides you a calendar schedule. The confidence you will gain when you join some coaching institute is enormous, right? With the confidence, you will be able to solve the challenging question, and your capability will also improve. So this is why I always say that coaching is very important. Everyone requires coach. Even Virat Kohli requires coach. It is very difficult if you are going without coaching. And even if you are following this YouTube channel, right? I am your personal coach. I'll be noting down that whether you are able to solve these types of questions or not. And in the next class, I'll be leveling up the class right? Akshat, Rajat, I always see my students. You will be attempting next year, right? So this course is for next year only. So these are the things. If you are joining APJ Academy, you can make the payments online and you can make the part payments as well. If you only want study material from us, you can buy them separately. If you only want the question bank, you can buy them. If you only want the crash course access, you can get this. But if you are joining our full year course, then you will be getting all this free of cost, right? So personal mentoring one-to-one sessions are also there. Please check the links given in the description, right? I'm ending the session here only, and we will meet again in the next class. So till then, bye, enjoy the class, and do not forget to join the Telegram channel which we are having, right? So bye bye.